Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Stephon Devereux Show, where you get news, interviews, hot topics, music from around the world, and more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I'm tired, people. I'm tired, people. I'm tired. Oh, man, it was a interesting night last night. You know, as a wrestling fan, you know, it was a very interesting night last night. So that makes it very, interesting. And also we had a cookout, for Labor Day. We're having another one this afternoon, too, by the way, people. We never stop. But, yeah, I'm tired. I'm pretty sure that most of you wrestling fans who stayed up last night, I'm pretty sure you're tired too. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of things happened in pro wrestling last night with one company. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend, actually. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it. Dude, I was not expecting John Moxley to beat Matt Cardona and become the new GCW champion. I was not expecting that. I'm actually a little bit upset over that because here we go again. The AEW guys coming into smaller feds, and now they're going to win the championships when a guy like Matt Cardona was just like over. I mean, he was so over with that fan base. And I'm shocked over that, but, that's a different story. My man Alex Hammerstone won another championship out there, and got some news about that, coming up, and how it relates to Pro Wrestling Express. Don't forget September 18th, Saturday, September 18th. Anyway, but I'm just saying, a lot of stuff happened this past week. What's up, my peoples? If you got any questions, give us a call. You know what to do. You want to hit us up on Twitter, do the same thing. Call us at 515-605-9741. Because I'm about to go in. I'm going in very soon on everybody's favorite company. I'm going in. Hit me up on Twitter at Aaron Lester 22. I'm about to go in on your favorite company, people. And I dare any of you AEW-ites, who want to challenge me on what I'm going to say. I'm daring you. Please do it. I'm begging you. You can do it right now. You can do it right now. I do it face to face as well. But for now on, I'm like Virgil out here. If you want to debate me face to face, you got to hit the Cash App. You got to send me my money. I'm out here trying to get it back. Oh, man. So anyway, enough with the ego. Anyway, pro wrestling fans, I want to thank you for joining me, and let's get into it. Man, a lot of stuff happened last night. AEW, they delivered. I can't say they didn't. I mean, I'm called the biggest AEW hater out there, and they did it. They delivered. I'll give them credit. I will give them credit. They delivered. Okay? They delivered. Go ahead. They was delivered. Go ahead. Get on me. Go ahead. I'm begging you to. Because I said that, hey, I just don't see it happening. But they delivered. Now here's the problem. Dive. We're going to go into like maybe 20 feet. Let's go into this a little bit. So as you know, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and Ruby Soho, formerly known as Ruby Riott, debuted last night. AEW, All Out. I remember the first All Out, and dude, that first AEW pay-per-view was special, man. Was special. This was before television. It was special. And people were saying last night was more special. I don't agree. CM Punk, you know, what ticks me off about you is that you continuously toss shots. And you took the opportunity with these guys debuting to toss some more shots at the company that made you a millionaire for doing something that you claim to love. You claim to love, okay? But you had a problem with the WWE. But you had no problem cashing the check, though. You had no problem cashing the check, bro. And everyone can say, well, who would? Exactly. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. This guy, the nerve to say that Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole debuting, or excuse me, Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuting was as big, was more, was, hold on. It's more. Much bigger. I'll just use that. Much bigger. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan going to WCW. Let that breathe. Let it breathe. You know, for a guy who was supposedly straight edge, bruh, pass over what you smoking to me, because I need to hallucinate like you, my brother. Two individuals, Brian and Adam, debuted last night. And I'm not taking anything away from Ruby, because I think she's a phenomenal talent, and she's actually going to add to that women's division, which is going to be really fun. Ruby versus Britt matches, I can't wait to see that, okay? I'm actually looking forward to that. Yes, there are some things that AEW is doing right, and we're going to get into that later on in the show. But I'm just saying, okay? Let's go back to what I'm complaining about. Because, yes, I am complaining. You ask my wife, I do a lot of that. Anyway. CM Punk, you really lost your mind with saying that, making that statement. You lost your mind, bro. Look, I'm not even going to get into the ratings that, you know, the up and down ratings that CM Punk has been able to provide. But we'll see what happens on Wednesday night. We'll see what happens on Friday. Because I keep trying to tell people, the problem with AEW is not that they have, like, their talent suck. They got great talent. It's just they don't use their talent right. Now, there's a couple of things, like I said, that they're doing right that I'm really impressed with. But right now, some of the stuff that they're doing, I'm done. No. Now, look, All Out, it's a great pay-per-view of all time. I will not call it the greatest of all time. Like some of these marks are out here saying, and see what kills, what makes it horrible, okay, that these fans are saying this, is that they're being led by some very important figures in professional wrestling who have watched years and years and years of pro wrestling, been a part of the business. You're going to tell me that there's not 100 years between Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross of wrestling knowledge? I mean, and for them to both say, Tony Schiavone said that this is probably the greatest time. This is the greatest time to be a wrestling fan ever in the history of the business. Tony Schiavone was in the middle of something that we call, what was that thing? Monday Night Wars. Tony Schiavone was in the middle of that. He was play-by-play, the lead play-by-play for most of it, because he didn't start off as the lead until Eric Bischoff was moved into the NWO fully. But think about that. You're going to tell me that when they had 45,000, 50,000 to see Goldberg beat Hulk Hogan with 1 week of advertisement? Matter of fact, was it 3 days? You're going to tell me that was the way those fit, the crack you're smoking, the hallucinate, dude. You guys are smoking some weed that's making y'all hallucinate. And I know JR like to take a puff here and there, from what I understand, but that's not my business. For JR to say this was the greatest pay-per-view, JR, do you not remember the WrestleManias that you have called yourself? Weren't you there the night Hulk Hogan wrestled The Rock in Toronto? Oh, that is right. Oh. You guys are trying to make these fans drink this Kool-Aid very hard. Why? Your product should be able to tell the story for you. It should be able to sell itself. You got great guys. But hey, what are you going to do with them now? You got the guys you wanted. What are you going to do with them now? That's the question that I ask. What are you going to do with these fans now? Or these guys? For these fans? To make new fans come over from the WWE and say, you know what, man, I just had it. I'm done with it. I can't watch it no more. At least I got Bryan Danielson and CM Punk over on the other channel. What are you going to do to make people do that? I don't think it's going to happen. They have not shown me, Tony Khan has not shown me that the guy can book a compelling storyline that will draw good money. You got money, but I'm talking that good money to where you're pulling in revenue streams from different sources that you weren't expecting. Sort of like what happened with WCW and the NWO. These guys aren't doing that. These guys are not doing that. I mean, damn. The last time we seen Daniel Bryan, he was being beat out of WrestleMania. He was being laid out. That was the last time we seen Daniel Bryan. Adam Cole, last time we seen Adam Cole, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. He looked good. At least he's hot, fresh. But, dude, let's just be honest. He was a part of NXT. That NXT audience is already part of your audience. He's not bringing no new faces from SmackDown and Raw. He'll bring that NXT audience that's already there watching your show. Because the same people who watch AEW watch NXT. Oh, don't believe me? Go into the chat rooms. Go on Twitter. They all, same thing. I'm not hating on AEW. I am actually getting upset. The thing about AEW is it gave me hope that, man, you know what? If done right, this thing could be around for a long time. But see, the problem is, I don't even understand what we're so excited for. We already got those. If you guys show the same love to Impact and Ring of Honor that you are showing to AEW, those companies might be able to, by now, show some damn competition to Vince McMahon. They might be able to compete a little bit. But you let a money mark, and nothing against the dude for being a money mark, because hey, look, he's a fan. I love him for being a fan. He's trying to help the business, okay. But if you want to really help the business, step to the side and let somebody do this for you, bro. I want AEW to succeed. From the bottom of my heart. But when I see their fan base pushing something that regular wrestling fans who, AEW is okay, when they're pushing something to them, and then those people turn on a channel and look and watch, and then a week later, half that audience is gone. Oh, you're going to tell me that's not what happened with CM Punk on AEW Dynamite? $1.3 million for his segment. A week later, they was going back to almost 800,000 viewers. Come on, bro. They sampled. They didn't like the taste of it. They said, "Nah, I'm cool." I'm going to get into some mistakes that you are making. I'm also going to talk about the things you're doing right, because there are some things that you are doing right. There's just so many things you're doing wrong that's making my mind explode. As a guy who's been a part of the business for 25 years, I've watched this business. I've been a part of business 25 years. The business has been in my blood since the day I was born. Fell in love with the business. 4 years old by watching two scary-looking individuals on TV, and they were known as the Wild Samoans. After that, I was hooked. That was 1982. Here we are, almost 40 years later. And I'm like, damn, how did we get here? Anyway, we're going to take a break. When I come back, man, yeah, this one's going to be interesting. Are these the AEW wrestlers losers now? I mean, you're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24-7 radio. Sorry, because that loser's line. We'll be right back right after this break. Saturday, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX September, and we'll see you there. You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7. Angle Kids 24/7. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I just decided to do something. I think I'm going to start the Free Adam Page hashtag. Yes. Free Adam Page. It's time for AEW to free Adam Page. Look, man, it's time. Free Adam Page. Hashtag free Adam Page. Let's start getting that trend a little bit. Anyway, Stephon Devereux. So Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. And I kind of said something in the last segment that was funny. Look, I'm just saying. are these AEW guys losers now? It's not my fault. I'm just telling you what I'm watching, all right? Now, look, I remember a certain company or certain guys saying, oh, no, we're not going to be the place where all the WWE guys were going to come to, blah, 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 blah. We're trying to build new talent, make new superstars and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that was cool. That's what made AEW cool. And all these damn marks, these Tims, these toxic idiot marks were out there saying, yeah, that's what makes it, yeah, we don't need it, the WWE guys. We got Orange Cassidy. We got Darby Allin. Yeah. We got Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Yeah. We don't need the WWE guys. Yeah. Dog Pound said it best. One by one. Yeah. Start coming in. One by one. Now look, you put the Big Show on a YouTube show. You put Mark Henry in the backstage or whatever you wanted to do with him, whatever he did before they gave him Rampage. It's cool. You want to build the company around Chris Jericho, former WWE guy? Okay, you need the star power. That's Chris Jericho. Cool. And this is before the other guys came in. I buy that. I get that. You need one star to get the rest of the guys over, and that's what you're trying to. I get that. Okay. You have some good talent. Start letting the other guys come in. Here's the problem. As I said before, the young talent that you have said you were going to push, you are pushing them. You're just pushing them to the back of the line. Oh, don't believe me? Oh, okay. Let's go. Case in point. Now, when they first brought Miro in, Miro was, I really don't know what Miro was supposed to be doing. I'm just being real, okay? But now they got Miro in this spot to where now we're taking him seriously now. After one day that's what it was. He was the video game player. And then one day he woke up and now he's serious. Okay, cool. Maybe he bumped his head in the middle of the night. Who knows? But anyway. You're also building this other dude that you brought in, okay? Oh, forgot about Jon Moxley, too. But you bring in this guy. He feuds with Moxley for a minute. I think he feuded with Cody. Who cares? But feuds with Moxley for a minute. Then they found a way to become friends. Cool. Now he's getting a rub from Moxley, okay? This guy happens to be one of your best talkers, one of your best workers. Top 10 wrestlers in the business right now, Eddie Kingston is definitely in my top 10. I don't care what anybody say. Why? Because he can talk and he can work. Dude's money. Anywhere the kid goes, Eddie's money. Hey, Eddie Money. I like that guy. Anyway. Eddie is money. So you think last night that they're going to do, Eddie's been looking like he's getting ready to, for that. Now he's ready. That push to getting close to the front of the line. You're thinking he's ready. Oh, yeah, Eddie's ready. He got this. He about to be a star. They have him losing to Miro, former WWE guy. You're going to tell me that Eddie Kingston would make a better TNT champion? Really? Better talker? Better worker? I'm sorry, Miro, yeah, he looks like he's tough, but I'm not paying money to see Miro. I'll pay money to see Eddie. Eddie will talk me into the building. Watch AEW. He's one of the reasons why I'm watching the show. So, yeah, okay. Let's move along. We're watching one of the ultimate, well, in their case, his case, MJF's, one of the biggest storyline of his career, the storyline that's going to make him into a superstar. He's going to retire Chris Jericho. You're going to tell me that's not money? MJF, as he's on a microphone talking about how he retired Chris Jericho. You're going to tell me that's not money? I mean, the whole storyline was geared towards this guy getting over and going over. So what happens? I mean, even though they botched it at the beginning, the first couple of weeks of the story, I mean, oh man, the first night when he unveiled the Pinnacle, cool. But after that was like, come on, man. So when it came down to just he and Jericho, what it was supposed to ultimately come down to, that was dope. Now, MJF don't need no one to beat Chris Jericho now. He made Chris Jericho go through that gauntlet. Now when it comes to Chris Jericho, he's the grizzled veteran going against the young guy, and he gets right just so close. He finally can get his revenge, and what happens? He loses. But no. They don't want to give MJF that type of heat, I guess. You know, that real heat, that white-hot heat. The fans are going to be pissed off that he retired one of their favorites. Killed it off with Chris Jericho winning. So what are we doing with MJF? Oh, so that's the type of heel of the truth. Okay, so you get him all the way. I mean, God. Another guy that I enjoyed watching, MJF. Well, now, why should I watch it? I really don't care about watching him now. Oh, I want to see what the heel's going to do to come back. I really don't care. Chris Jericho, I want to see what he was going to do to come back as the baby face. Is he going to come back as a baby or is it heel? What is he going? I mean, because you know he'll come back eventually. But no, they ruined that for me. So they finally decided to bring Big Show back, or my fault, Paul White. They have him wrestle. And they put him against QT Marshall, another guy who, you know, he was starting to grow on me. It's in a faction, a million of them. But, you know, Big Show decided to put Big Show over on him. Or my fault, Paul White. Sorry, WWE, please. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You get it. You understand. Think about that. QT Marshall. Okay, you couldn't give that spot to someone else? Like, seriously. And here's the funny, the ultimate one to me that shows me like somebody just doesn't give a damn anymore about this thing called professional wrestling booking or logic and make. So Darby Allin is the guy that you are building as one of your future stars, and Darby Allin, a ratings getter. He popped ratings. Okay. He's a babyface, one of your top baby faces in the company. You put him with a legend to give him some rub. But you know, and that's cool. No beef with that. None. Everybody knows that I love Sting. Sting doesn't need to talk. He's just there to carry a bat and hang out with Darby Allin. That's cool. It's kind of stupid that a 60-year-old man's hanging out with a 20-year-old, 20, whatever he is. But I know can't be over 25. But that's cool. I mean, whatever. You know, you put him in the ring with your newcomer, by far your biggest star ever. You put him in a ring with him, who's also a babyface. In his first match, back in pro wrestling, after 7 years, in his hometown. People really thought Darby Allin was going to win that match? So people were saying to me, you know, I argued, dude, why? Well, it doesn't hurt Darby Allin. What do you mean it doesn't hurt Darby Allin? In an average fan's mind, the guy you were building to become your top babyface eventually one day, you have him go against CM Punk's first match, CM Punk's first match in AEW, on pay-per-view. And you job him. I'm lost. Because you wanted to try to get match of the year? I'm lost. They called this guy the Booker of the Year last year? Dude, I bet you my granddaughters can book better than this. and their babies. I'm sorry. This makes no sense to me. Let's be honest. You were conned. They told you the WWE guys weren't coming in. They brought them in. They told you they were building new stars. Yeah, they're building new stars for the WWE guys to beat. What, CM Punk want to face Orange Cassidy next? What? They got Daniel Bryan in, or Bryan Danielson. Sorry, WWE, please. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. But they got this guy in. Who's he going to face off against? And who is he going to beat up on? You know they're not going to have him beat. Oh, we'll talk about that later. On one of the things AEW is doing right. Because it seems like someone is in his ear and making sure that their stuff is getting over and that their stuff is working. Sort of like the Bloodline working for SmackDown and everything else is like, Well, this same thing goes on what I got to say about what's working on AEW. You'll find out in a minute. But anyway, Daniel Bryan, he'll beat Orange Cassidy because, they love these face versus face matches for some reason. One of the, yes, it's a pet peeve. I do not like heels versus heels and faces versus faces because it confuses fans. Just like the new fans that came in there and sampled AEW the first night for Punk, and they got confused. Well, wait a minute, isn't that guy a babyface? Or isn't he? Or the fans are cheering this guy. Why is CM Punk want to wrestle him? Being real. Say my fault, fans. Anyway, now, since I'm a fair man, and I completely hate these guys, and yes, that's why I'm calling them losers, because AEW is booking their guys to be losers. It's not my fault. WTF, all caps. The CM Punk pop is over. I hope you're expecting me that Daniel Bryan gives you that pop. Nope, and I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe altogether, maybe you may get a decent. They may get you to 1.5, but I don't see 2 million yet from this, because I believe that they'll get to 1.5 and then they'll lose a bunch of those fans a week later, because they've shown to do that already multiple times. How do you drop that far down after? There's no way. There's no way. But I'm the hater. Anyway, you're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. When we get back, I'll get into some hater aid that I got from a quote-unquote respected wrestling journalist. Anyway, and also I'm going to tell you the things that AEW is doing right. That right there is not one of them, aligning themselves with that guy. Stephon Devereux, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Oh, man, this one's going to be fun. We'll be right back after this break. Saturday, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX September, and we'll see you there.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7. Angry Kids 24/7.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio.
Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We are back. We are back again. Past week, I encountered a hater. A hater. The biggest hater on social media. The biggest hater on social media. Okay? It's a guy by the name of Dave Meltzer. I was trying to build the suspense. So Dave Meltzer been on Twitter, and you know what Dave Meltzer does? You know, Dave Meltzer likes to get the wrestling fans riled up. And I'm talking AEW fans and the WWE fans. And he likes to get them fighting on his Twitter page. So a guy like myself who calls out the BS decided to post on Dave Meltzer's one of his comments, replied to it. I said, bro, you definitely have to beat it. The king of the Tims, a.k.a. the toxic idiot Marks, because of the way I say internet. I didn't say idiot. I say internet because I know how Twitter and Facebook are trying to flag me for saying certain words, even though people can say whatever the hell they want to me. But that's another story. So I decided to say, you're the king of the toxic internet Marks, and it's a shame that you just that you use this to get your impressions up and blah blah blah, and you get these fans arguing. It's a shame. Guess who got blocked? Yeah. Truth hurts. The truth definitely hurts. And I'm sorry, Dave Meltzer, you are the king of the Tims. And it's sad because, you were very respected at one time. Not by everybody, but a person like myself. I actually liked you, Dave. I actually liked you a lot. But now you're blocking people because they're calling you out for your BS. Come on, bro. It's a little painful there, man. Actually, I don't give a damn. Thank you for blocking me because now I don't have no reason to go to your damn page to get pissed off in the morning anymore. Thank you. It's just like the rest of the news sites that I don't watch and that I've completely blocked from my page that I don't watch. I don't watch the news anymore. Because I don't need them getting me pissed off in the morning anymore. I don't. If I need the news, my wife will tell me. I'm good. Anyway, screw you, Dave Meltzer. That felt good. All right, now this is going to feel good too now. Okay? The segment obviously probably won't be too long because, this is about what AEW is getting right. And like I said, there's not too many things that they're getting right. But hey, it's AEW. I'm saying something positive about the company. So, hey, let's just enjoy it while it lasts. All right, so what AEW is getting right. Now, let me tell you this. One of the things that I love about AEW right now is the Kenny Omega storyline and what they've been doing with Kenny Omega. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool. Now, watching the beatdown that they did at Cage the other night, last week, I think it was Rampage. Well, it don't matter. But did I watch Rampage? Oh, who cares? But anyway, that is a shame, man. That's a shame. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I enjoyed what they did with that beatdown scene. That was a cool scene. And it also showed Kenny as, the wannabe tough guy, and also the, chicken crap hill. I didn't want to say the other word. Kids may listen. But I enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed that. The only thing I will say about the rest of this thing is, what I'm afraid of, is that my man Adam Page got lost in the shuffle throughout this whole situation. So hopefully he comes back to the free Adam Page, #baby, let's go. But that's the only thing I'm afraid of with the story. Hopefully if he comes back, he wins the title, because I really like Adam Page. But I'm really enjoying this Kenny Omega story. I'm enjoying Don Callis on a microphone as his representative. I'm enjoying his flunkies, the Young Bucks and Anderson and Gallows. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to enjoy Adam Cole. Now, here's the problem. Please don't have Adam Cole join the Clique and then be the first one to turn, and then he goes and wins the AEW championship. Please don't do that. For some reason, I have a feeling it's going to happen. I'm just saying. Just a gut feeling. We shall see. Anyway, I'm enjoying that. Okay? I think it's working. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I'm happy that he beat Christian. I would have been really upset if Christian beat him for the title, because I'm like, oh my God. See, Kenny Omega, I do believe he has more control over his storyline because he's an EVP in the Young Bucks, but they're smart. Like, I'm not shocked that the Young Bucks lost to the Lucha Brothers, lost the titles. I'm not shocked. It was kind of expected. It's better than them losing the belts to FTR. I wouldn't have mind Santana and Ortiz. I like those guys. But the Lucha Brothers, okay. If you're going to do that, then that's cool. No disrespect to FTR, even though they're barely on a show. But no disrespect. And goddamn, how did you brought these guys back? They haven't been back for like a long time, and they lose their first match back? Oh, my Lord. Anyway, that's another steal. See, now I'm going to the things I don't like. Anyway, I'm trying to stay positive here. Thank you. But I'm enjoying the Kenny Omega story. I'm really enjoying the Kenny Omega story. I really am. We're going to see what happens with that. Another thing is I really think that they're doing well, and I really like, because it makes sense. But they're booking towns of their top star, the hometowns of their top stars. They had Britt here in Pittsburgh. They're going to have Moxley in Cincinnati. They had CM Punk in Chicago. There's other places, but their top stars are being booked in their hometowns. I like that. That's good business. I think the WWE, they fail when it comes to that stuff. They don't even think about that stuff anymore, because usually the guy from that hometown is usually getting beat, in the WWE, which is sad, because that stuff used to make sense. Give it a feel. I remember when in WCW when what was it? The Rougeau brother was a Jacques Rougeau, and he wrestled Hulk Hogan in Montreal, and Hogan did the job. You know what I'm saying? Because it was Dude's hometown. That's just how it was. That's how it was back. Montreal guys really didn't lose, though, in their hometowns. That's another story for another day. But AEW, they're getting that right, man. Like, I can't even hate on that stuff. The things that they're getting right, I can't hate on it. I gotta present it out there and let the people know that. Like, look, they are doing some things right. They're doing a lot of things wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I really enjoy the hometown thing. And, it's fun. Let the hometown crowd love their baby face. I mean, it's a couple of things. There's a couple of things. Their merchandise, I love their merchandise. Now, another thing that I really like is how AEW, they use, original music and commercial music, if you want to call it that. Mainstream music, thank you. They use mainstream music. I like that. It gives the show an edge, like ECW did back in the day. ECW was smaller, so they was able to get away with a lot of right stuff. The rights fees are different now. Oh man, it would get destroyed now. But yeah, back then, that was one of the things that made ECW cool. The guys coming out to the AC/DC, you know what I'm saying? Guys coming out to Metallica. I mean, that made ECW cool. It's the same. AEW's trying to do. There was more that made ECW cool, but that was one of the elements. AEW's trying, and I'm gonna give them credit. I'm gonna give them credit for that. Vince won't do it anymore. Why should he? He owns his own studio to produce music, which is smart business. I just wish they released the music a little bit more because I think they can make some more money as a WWE shareholder. I'm looking for any way that WWE can make money. It's business. But, I mean, yeah, AEW got some things that they're doing right. And I'm looking at AEW as all they got to do is just find a new booker, to present these stories in a better way for the other guys. Cody's going to be taken care of always because he's an EVP. Kenny's going to be EVP. He's good. The Bucks, they're good. But it's the other guys. Chris Jericho, more than what people are saying, there's no one has creative control. I think that's what Tony Khan said. Yoki. I'm pretty sure Punk has a lot to say about his character. It may not be, hey, it's creative control, but he has a lot to say about his character. I'm pretty sure he's not going to go out there and do something stupid because you told him to. No different than Austin. When Austin had his control with the WWE. No different than Hogan. I mean, come on. Let's be real. When Hogan went to WCW, no, that's not going to work for me, brother. I'd have did the same thing too, by the way. It's smart business. You got to protect your character. Protect your gimmick. Character. Sorry. But, AEW, those are some of the things that they're doing, decent. They still got the young talent, a lot of young talent that I wish that they just start pushing, like Eddie Kingston, more. I'm telling you, with a better booker, Eddie Kingston would be one of their top stars right now. I'm sorry. He's like a mid-card guy who can be right there breaking through that glass ceiling, because I'm telling you, within 6 months, AEW is going to have a glass ceiling. They don't have it now, even though they got the pieces in place to do it, and it's all coming together, the Cassidys and stuff like that, But like I said, there's some things that they're doing well, and hopefully they can just expand on that. Ooh, that fell. Hopefully they can expand on that. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. And if I'm wrong, look, man, I told my wife, real quick before we end this segment, I told my wife that the way they're going right now, AEW, I'm gonna give them some time. I won't tell you how much time that I told my wife, but I'm gonna give them some time. They've been in this race for 2 years, a little over 2 years now, and okay, and like I said last week, we gotta take COVID out of the way. We take that COVID year out. So right now they're really only in their second year, okay, and they've done some great things, some great signings. On top of that, they also are telling us one thing and they're doing another thing. So we shall see. But we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. When we come back, we're going to talk about September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express. Got some news, but we'll be right back after this break. Stephon Devereux Show. Saturday, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX September, and we'll see you there.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7. Angry Kids 24/7.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there. how to text a guy to keep him interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Oh my goodness, I just got sent something that was so funny. That was so hilarious. Oh my goodness, that was so hilarious. Before we move on, I want to send my condolences and prayers out to the family of the Scream Queen Daphne. I really don't want to get into, what led to what happened with her, because it breaks my heart. And I am sometimes very emotional, if you can't tell it already. But, I just want to say RIP to that young lady. It hurts. It really does. But I just want to tell people flat out, man. I try to tell people all the time, man, I love everybody. I love so much. I love so much. And the reason why I love is because, sometimes it helps, have the pains that I've been through, in my life. And I'd rather just give love instead of just hating on someone all the time. Like I said, like the segment before, I was trying to be nice with AEW. I'm upset, but I don't hate AEW. I love that AEW's around. It gives us fans and it gives, people in the business, it gives us something to talk about and something to look forward to. Even if you're not watching it, there's wrestling fans who are looking forward to this stuff. And that's, that makes me feel good because I remember being a child. And, but anyway, Miss Daphne, I want to thank you for your years of entertaining us. And, rest in peace, please. Rest in peace, because you truly deserve it. Anyway, don't forget, September 18th. Yeah. September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA, 15132. Doors open 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admissions, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. You can go to bit.ly PWX September, bit.ly /PWX September for more information. Now, let's get into this news real quick. Now, have you been on the page yet? If you haven't been on the PWX page, go to the link in the description. Yeah, it's right down there, our Facebook page. PWX Pro Wrestling Shows and Trainings on Facebook. Now, a little bit of news got for the show. Just a little bit of news. Just a little bit. It's weird because, these guys have been watching for a minute. I've been watching these guys for a minute to start. Excuse me. I was checking them out last night. the pulp culture sensations. Did you know that the team to actually end their first run 10 years ago was the team of Jimmy Dream and Adam Ugly? Now, some of you may not know who Jimmy Dream is, but Jimmy Dream now goes by James Ellsworth. Oh, yeah. They were the guys who ended the pulp culture sensations first run 10 years ago. And from what I understand, the captain, he didn't forget that either. He's been running his mouth from what I understand. He's been running his mouth. Now, this show coming up, they will be taking on the Collective and the rematch. The Collective's getting their match, the rematch for the tag team championships that they lost a couple months back. But I'm going to keep my eye on this because Captain Bender. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was watching that last night, but Captain Bender, he's not too happy about this. And he's not too happy about this at all. Because he said before, when they ended their run, it was the most devastating thing to ever happen to him in his professional wrestling career. So he told me. Now, we know that James Ellsworth is a singles competitor now, and his former tag team partner, Adam Ugly, is semi-retired. But is the captain going to call James Ellsworth out? Because a lot of people are speculating that he will. After, of course, I ran my mouth a little bit. Of course, I got to ask questions. I'm sorry. But some of the people I've asked, they have said they believe he may call him out. We shall see. But that was the breaking news. That was the breaking news. But I think you should go to the PWX Pro Wrestling Shows and Trainings page on Facebook, and you'll get some more information on what's happening on September 18th. But next week I'll go into more details on the show, and I will have a guest. I have a surprise for next week. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Please have a safe Labor Day, safe holiday, please. And I want to say thank you to the troops who have fought, those who are here and those who are not. I want to thank them for doing their thing and keeping us safe. Appreciate it. I totally appreciate it. Thank you. And with that, you're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio, and we are out.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep